Hola, hola, mi gente. What's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me do a quick sound check because this is a quick one. We are not going to be wasting time today. Oh gosh, I'm so nauseated by this so-called wedding. This wedding of second richest man in the world. Everybody not agree hear word again. Hey guys, come in guys and hit the like button. This is a quick one. I actually meant to do this earlier, but I just now got around to doing it. So I meant to do this earlier actually. I meant to go live earlier. I wanted to talk about this Peggy post. He made a post about 18 hours ago now. And then he's saying, after receiving numerous requests, nothing, if you know this person, you know that nothing he does is ever out of his own volition. At least that's how he tries to paint himself out to be. He's so important, eh? People are begging him to please exploit his children. He's so important. They can't get enough of the exploitation on Facebook. So please go ahead and create YouTube and do more exploitation because they are so dying to get more. So according to him, he said, after receiving numerous requests, I have started a YouTube channel for the girls. What about the other one? That's what he always does, like repurpose. I'm wondering, did he repurpose remember how he created another page the other time? There's some, I don't want to say the name because I don't want to promote it, but we remember how he created a page the other time. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me do a quick sound check. Should have done that earlier. No. Okay. Okay. So yeah. I wonder if he just repurposed out that page that he already had. I would not be surprised if that's what happened. I think I'm gonna go check. Is it not Hugh Hates? Let me see. I'm gonna go and check and see if he just repurposed. Let me see. If he just, I will not even be surprised if all this clown did was repurpose that YouTube channel that he was going to use to do his content. I will not be surprised if that's basically practically what he did. It will not surprise me one bit because that's the kind of person that he is. The lack of originality means having to do whatever. Anyways, so he's like, and if that is what happens, the reason why this is important is if it was that same heel hate YouTube that he converted, if it is the same one, what that tells me is that will be important. Okay. So that will be important because that will show that he's a lot. Like, I mean, it's not as if he needs any more. It's not as if anybody who's been paying attention to what has been going on over the past few years, it's not as if anybody needs more evidence that he lies. But this, if in fact it was that same website, that same page that he repurposed into this family, whatever now, that will again just buttress the point about him being a pathological liar. Because what he's saying here is that he has started a YouTube channel for the girls and himself, okay? He says, I have started a YouTube channel for the girls and me. I've effectively combated the false narrative on this platform, and now it's time to move to YouTube. He combated the false narrative. How did he do that? How? How did he do that? The only reason why people just decided to let go It's because your ex-wife came out and swore on people and told people to whatever, whatever. That you didn't combat ish. Literally, the only reason why people just decided to like let you go is because your ex-wife came here swearing and cursing at her supporters. So for him to like flip this around and make it seem as though, yeah, it was he who combated whatever. There was no false narratives. Everything that was happening, everything that anyway, I won't speak for everybody, I can only speak for myself. Okay, maybe there were some false narrative that you observed that I personally didn't observe, but literally the only reason, that's the reason why people left you alone. But trust him to twist it around to make it seem as though there is something else going on, that he was the one who effectively combated whatever it is that that he's misrepresenting as hate. It's laughable. Um, so it's really laughable. The thing is that, okay, if you don't have the it factor, you don't have the it factor. That's just the truth of the matter. If you have it, you have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. And he clearly doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. Okay. So this one, if you like, create 1 billion YouTube page, it's still going to flop like everything else that you touch. If you like, go to whichever, even every platform. And that's the misconception that a lot of people tend to have. They think everything is just going to be handed to you. It doesn't work that way. Somebody can be so good at doing social media that they can make it seem like a walk in the park for somebody who doesn't know anything. Trust and believe. People that are successful on social media, they may make it seem as though they turn on their camera and start doing things, but I promise you, that's not how it works. There is a lot of effort that goes into it. Okay, but somebody who does not have the mind, somebody who doesn't have the motivation, who does not have the talent and everything else in between, but wants to try, wants to, reap where they did not sow, wants reward without doing the work, they will look at what's going on and be like, oh, this is easy. I can do this. I can do that. I can do that. And guess what's going to happen? You will end up flopping just like you flop everything else. This is not the first YouTube page that he'll be creating. It's not the first. So this one will end up the same way that every other YouTube pages have ended up, with nothing. I was looking at what I wanted to come in a couple of days ago, but I don't know. I think I meant to. I was even thinking maybe this weekend I will do it. I saw a video. I saw 2 videos actually. I saw the live stream that he did where it was a very short live stream, the one where they were walking down and then they I think, because obviously according to Cora, they now live in the same neighborhood, and so they they saw he bumped they saw June, and he and June saw Cora, and June started like obviously getting all excited to see her mom because she loves her mom, right? I saw the look on his face. Okay, I saw the look on his face. And what I thought was that I noticed that he was nice. Okay, I noticed that he was nice. He was being friendly. That's what I noticed. That he was being friendly. But then my mind started wondering, because I've been in the social media streets long enough to know that he's a snake. Yeah, he's a snake and he doesn't do anything. He can never just be nice to her for the hell of it. No, he doesn't have it in him to just be nice, because when you've had children with somebody, even if you don't want to count the years that you were married to them, when you have children with somebody and things doesn't work out, you have to figure out a way to be, at the very least, cordial, civil with that person. But because, the day that God was dishing out sense, he was, I don't know what he was doing, experiencing his lost weekend or something, I don't know. So he doesn't have it in him to just be civil, unless, of course, there's something to gain. Yeah. So I started thinking, when I saw that he was very nice. He was very nice. He was even telling Cora that they were just walking to the park. He didn't need to divulge that information. But then I started thinking, the reason why he's probably doing this is because he wants something from her. If we've been paying attention, we will remember that he's only nice when he needs something from her. Whenever he needs something from her, he always acts nice. And then once he gets what he wants, he'll revert back to being the demon. But whenever he needs something, that was the entire time when I was watching the video and I was seeing, like his facial expression and how nice he was when he was telling Cora that they were just walking to the park. My mind just kept saying, ordinary, blah, blah. Oh, okay, these are two people who have decided that they want to co-parent in peace, blah, blah, blah. But my mind was not telling me that. My mind was like, what is it that he wants from her that he's being so nice to her? Because he wants to throw it in her face and be like, wasn't I nice to you? Why can't you just do this to me? Do this for me? That was what my mind was telling me the entire time. When I was watching his facial expression, I was like, what does this snake want? What does he want? That was the word that just kept, you know. And then another thing that I also wanted to talk about was that, in one of the videos, baby A was playing in the puddle, right? The reason why this is important, children playing the puddle, I encourage it, I recommend it. That's how they build strong immune system, and that's how they fight all these diseases. Because children who do not have that experience, they don't have any immune system to fight against things, you know. So I have no problem with children playing in the puddle. But when I look in the comment section, it was all positive vibes. It was all, oh, that is so nice, good job, this and that and the other. But then my mind, because again, we've all been in the social media streets. We've all seen how they have treated Cora. We've all seen how they have treated Cora. And so the entire time, when I was reading all those comments that were mostly positive about, no one was even questioning why the child was playing in the puddle, I had to go back and point out the double standard. Because if that had been happening, if that had happened under Cora's custody, they were under her custodial care, you know that so many things they would have, the Google search that they would have done, the chat GPT that they would have done to point out all the negative things that it can point out as to why it is wrong, why she's such a bad mother for allowing the child to play in the puddle. That's the reason why I personally, I never miss an opportunity to compare and contrast, because those comparisons are necessary. Because this man, they will literally watch this man film a picture, film a video of of himself putting his own small children in dangerous situation, okay? And they will not say anything. They will applaud it and say, yeah, very nice. They will literally watch him doing things that no parent should ever do to their children, okay? Worst decision a father can make. And then they won't even say anything. They will applaud it and say, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Athena was not even crawling yet when this man took that child to a park. And then we all know what we see in the park. When you go to the park, I can't even tell you. Sometimes when I will go to the park and I'll see condoms, used condoms, tissue paper, all kinds of nasty things that you will see when you are in the park, right? But this man, that baby wasn't even like 4 or 6 months old, and he was dumping that baby on the ground. I know that our immune system are supposed to be built, but that child was way too young to be dumped on the floor, on the ground, in a park. So yeah, I remember that whole situation. And none of his minions ever said what he did was wrong. None of his minions saw anything wrong in what he did. They thought it was okay. But that situation, the way that he put Athena on the ground, that was not okay. That was deplorable. That was intended to inflict pain and hurt. Okay, that was to inflict pain and hurt. So it's crazy. It's wild. Somebody says the girl sang happy birthday, but they didn't say mom. Only he wanted to get traffic. Because I saw that video too. I saw the video of the girl singing happy birthday. All of it, all of it are for self-serving reasons. None of the things that he does are just because he wants to be a good and decent human being, or because it's the right thing to do. None of it is because of that. Everything that he does it for his own selfish reason, for self-serving reason. That's why. I saw the video, and his minion they definitely ran with that. Oh, he's such a good man. Oh, he's such a good man. Yeah. Eventually, we may not know now, we may not know today exactly what he wants, why all of a sudden he's being so nice. Okay. That video, the video of the kids singing happy birthday, was so weird. It was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. Because you can just tell that it was forced. There is definitely something going on. There is definitely something that is causing him to do all of this. There is absolutely something happening that is influencing him to do this. Yeah, that's what I believe. There is absolutely a reason why he's doing this. Okay. There's a reason why. Because that happy birthday song, it was so creepy, it was so weird. It's like it was so dirty, like it's so gross, like it was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. You know, there are some things that you will see that will make the hair at the back of your head stand up. That was what it was giving. It was giving creepy. This is somebody that you've been fighting every chance you get. Hasn't even been like a month. It hasn't even been like 2 months when he was shaming Cora. He literally posted something and said, whenever this Cassie situation happened, right? When Cassie was giving her when Cassie was giving her testimony and she was discussing all of the things that Didi was doing to her, okay? All of the things that Didi was doing to all of the things that Didi did to her during the course of the relationship. This is the same clown who came out and he basically said he understands. He understands how Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, is feeling right now. Basically putting himself and Alex Fine in the same situation. What he was insinuating in that moment by saying that was that all the things that Cassie said Didi did to her, someone or people also did the same thing to Cora. That's literally what he was saying. And as a person, not even a month later, is here pretending to be singing happy birthday. And I'm supposed to like believe and say, yeah, oh, yeah, he really means it. Oh, he really means it. It wasn't even like it wasn't even a month or so ago when you were literally shaming your ex, trying to insinuate that she was a human toilet, like Cassie was to Didi, that she was a human toilet to some other whoever, whatever, saying that you understand how Alex Fine might be feeling right now. And then you're turning around and to pretend as if you're singing a happy birthday song. As if oh, look, I'm such a good, everything is self-serving. Everything he does is a reason. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be carried away. I saw that it was just creepy. I was even less comfortable. I was way less comfortable about that, about him making the kids sing happy birthday than I even was at, the notion that he and his ex-wife bumped on each other. It was even like weird. And it was so obvious that it was fake. Fake. And he will go on his platform and he will lie to his minions. Like he will literally lie to them. And none of them even have the good sense to be like, wait, they don't have two brain cells to rub together to even be like, wait, she didn't whine me. She didn't whine me. What's going on here? Because this is not adding up. This is not adding up. His minions can't even think for themselves. How can you say you are a very successful chiropractor? Okay? How can you say you are a very successful chiropractor and you meet all these people and you live in the living condition that you currently live in? And that's number one. And number two, what kind of a chiropractor has all the time in the world to be a chiropractor, seeing 1 billion patients every day, and also be a full-time content creator doing quote-unquote family content. Like, make it make sense. But he will come and he will gaslight and he will make things up and he will say all kinds of things. And the minions will be like, yes, daddy, give me some more lies, daddy. I need to hear more lies, daddy. Like, the whole situation is wild as a concept. If you want to be a full-time content creator, be a full-time content creator. But he will not do that because he wants to continue to lie to his minions that he actually has a life, he has something going on, he's working, he's not relying on them for support, he's not relying on them for financial gain, even though that's exactly what he's doing. So that every money that he makes on top of these children's head, he can claim that he made them while he was doing his quote-unquote chiropractic. Me, I don't have any advice. So anyway, I know that a lot of the people that are hyping him and gassing him, a lot of them are just doing pepper them. Okay? For me, I would not, anybody that is stupid enough to go and meet this man to go and crack their back. What have I said? Have I not always said it? From day one, I have always said it, because before it became popular, a thing for people to say in this section of the internet, of that when you go and meet this man, in my opinion, when you go and solicit his help, do it having it at the back of your mind that you might be putting yourself in danger. There have been so many reports. I have been talking about this before it became popular, of chiropractors seriously injuring, paralyzing people because they are quacks who think they can cure liver disease, among other things that they claim they are able to cure. So if you go to this person, that me on my own, I'm not a chiropractor, but I have visited a chiropractor a long time ago. And having watched a lot of chiropractors on social media, I can tell you, based on my knowledge, based on my understanding, that he does not know what he's doing. He has no idea. And I worry that he might actually harm somebody, seriously injure somebody. And hey, if you've been on social media inflicting hate on his second ex-wife, then by all means, via Condio, go and book an appointment with him. Maybe that will be your karma for all of the pain and all of the hurt that you inflicted on Cora in the social media streets. Maybe booking an appointment with him and letting him sink his paws into your body and possibly creating a situation that will become an adino situation for you. So by all means, maybe that's your karma. I don't know. What can I tell you? But yeah, people need to be careful. Okay, if you really are somebody who's watching him, as I'm sure there are people like that who are not involved in the drama, who are not involved in the saga, who have not actively bullied his ex-wife just to please him because of what he said, because they feel sorry for him. If you're just really watching his content, following him because you maybe have some issues that you need a chiropractor for, my advice to you as an unproblematic supporter of this man is to be don't risk your life. Don't risk your life going there. Don't risk your life going there. Because based on what I have seen, his techniques, in my opinion, are subpar. According to him, he used to make the Chinese Olympics team. If you believe anything that comes out of his mouth, then believe this. Okay? If you believe anything that comes out of his mouth, then believe when he said to you that he used to make his Olympic team, Chinese Olympic team, he was making them worse when he was supposedly hired to come and treat them. He made them worse. Okay? So if you believe anything that he tells you, then believe that, because that's what he said. And he said that was why he was fired, because he was making the team worse. So based on what I have seen, based on his practice that I have seen, I don't think there has been much improvement since that. I don't think there's been much improvement. So if you are going to see him and you're not a troublemaker, you're not following him or going to see him because you want to do pepper them, you think, oh, we need to pepper, the Cora supporters and rah rah rah. If that's not your reason, then don't try it. Don't do it. Like Trump said, he told Putin, don't do it, Putin. Don't do it. Don't try it. Because if you go and allow this man who does not have any idea what he's doing, he's like a magician. He uses the magician technique. Okay, magicians, they don't really do magic. They don't really do anything. In order for them to distract you from catching on to whatever it is that they are doing, in order for them to distract, do you know what they do? They will use like a pretty girl as a magician assistant. That's why magicians always have the pretty girls, nice looking girls on stage, because those girls, a lot of the people that will be paying attention to the magician, they will be too busy paying attention to the pretty girl. And so the magician will be there manipulating whatever he needs to manipulate. And you won't even catch on because you'll be distracted. Okay? So that's basically what's going on. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you for the stars. So that's basically what he does. He uses all these models. For a very long time, it was his wife, his second ex-wife. For a very long time, it was his second ex-wife, Cora, that he was using. Even when you will watch their video, and both of them are supposed to be teaching, and he's the one that claims to be the expert. He's the one that claims to have the supposed degrees and the supposed whatever, right? But then when you see the two of them, when they were married, when they will be doing the teaching, she will be more knowledgeable than he. And he's supposed to be the expert. And he's the one that's supposed to be like the one who went to school for that. But she's the one that is actually more knowledgeable because she's a dancer. And one of the reasons, and some of the most talented dancers, they have to understand, the anatomy They have to understand the physiology, the human anatomy. They have to understand it so that even sometimes when they come into an injury or whatever, they are able to, like, you know, understand, or if in some situation administer some type of first aid response to themselves. So that's one of the essence of a good dancer. A good dancer also learns to take care of themselves, and part of learning to take care of themselves is understanding the human anatomy. And Cora is very good with that. But you see, and then when they will be doing the teaching, he that is supposed to be the expert, who supposedly went to school for this, you see her like crushing him. You see her like crushing him with all the knowledge. He won't even know what to say. It was always so painful and so funny. Usually, like I've said it so many times before, when they were married, I always cringe, just like I cringe at most of this interracial relationship. They make me cringe so hard because I can just, especially in interracial relationship where the woman is the black and the man is the white. I cringe so hard because I can see the exploitation. I can see it. It always breaks my heart when you see all these Oyinbo people who are basically Oyinbo women reject. Their own women rejected them. And then now they are in our community on social media. They are in our social media community, and they are getting, because a lot of the people that watch them don't even understand the beauty standards, don't even understand that these men are below average. Okay. But because of that, oh, Oyinbo, because these people have inferiority complex, and they have like a white superiority complex, anytime they see Oyinbo, it's always okay. It's always wow. But even Oyinbo, or even if you live in America, you live in an industrialized nation and you've been indoctrinated to the society, like, you know that these men are below average. That's why they run to black women, because they know that a lot of black women do not understand, the hierarchy. A lot of black women do not really see them as substandard when it comes to beauty standards. That's why they go after black women. So I always cringe. So whenever I used to watch them when they were married, I used to cringe so hard. But whenever I will watch when they are doing their teaching, and he's the one that is supposed to be the expert because he supposedly has all these degrees, but Cora is the one who's basically crushing it and having all the right answers and having all the right techniques and having all the right forms, even when they are doing practical. That was the only thing that made it even more bearable for me to watch him whenever they were doing like the couples videos, because when I will see how she's correcting him, when I will see how she's dominating the conversation, when I will see how she's dominating the teaching, it just cracks me up. I just laugh. I'll be like, look at this one, look at this man, but he's supposed to be the expert. So yeah. And like, it's crazy. So yeah, he doesn't know anything, and that's just my assessment. That's just my opinion. I believe he doesn't know what the heck he's doing. He hears things and he comes back and he regurgitates it. Like, chiropractors already have bad reputation. Okay, there are people who do not like chiropractors. People in who are actually who are actually practicing medicine, real medicine. Yeah, they cannot stand chiropractors. So chiropractors already have bad rep because they're always claiming to be able to cure this and cure that and cure the other one, right? And so that just makes them like major, like, persona non grata in the medical field. Nobody want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. So they have a hard time even getting actual doctors, actual medical practitioners to even like them. And then to top it all, they'll still be acting as if, oh, don't go see a real doctor who went to school for 18 years, who went to school for 15 years, who went to school at the very least for 11 years. Don't go see those doctors. Come and see me with my 5-year degrees. Come and see me with my 5-year degrees, and and then I can teach you. It's so infuriating. It really is. It's so infuriating. So yeah, it's sick. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. In case you were wondering, I am not a fan. Teresa says, um, he can deliver baby as a, yeah, he even claimed one time that he was able to deliver a baby. It- Very creepy. They hear things and then he's only, that's his MO, right? He's always on social media. So he will hear like a trending conversation, a trending topic or whatever, and then he will then run to his social media and start inserting himself in that conversation, making it seem as though he's the one who did something like that. Like I have caught him doing this so many times. He will just hear something that is trending on social media, something that has to do with maybe a medical mystery or whatever, and then he will come back and use it as a teaching for his minions. Like it always cracks me up. It always cracks me up. So yeah. So again, to anybody who really, you watch chiropractors, like I told you guys, I watch chiropractors. I love listening to them crack those bones. After all, it's not my neck they cracking, it's not my back they cracking. So yeah. But I do watch those sounds, and I watch it for the sounds, and thank you, Nelly for the super chat. Nelly says, don't forget MD's 4-year residency. Right, right. This one that has like this one with his this one with his 5 years of entire 5 years old. It's not even as if like gosh. This is the person that wants you to come and let him cure your stage 4 kidney like he did, like he claimed that he cured it with a hug. Come to find out, he was just jumping on a trending topic. There is this celebrity who came back and literally did a photo shoot, a pregnancy photo shoot, and then later came out and said that she just did it because she got tired of people asking her when she was due. Hold on. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? I just got a notification that some type of error. Okay, you can hear me on YouTube. What about Facebook? Facebook people, can you guys hear me? Okay, okay. Because I got a notification saying that, there is an error somewhere. I don't know. So this guy, after hearing this viral story about how this celebrity basically lied and claimed that she was pregnant, even though she wasn't pregnant, she was suffering from suffering from a liver disease or no, yeah, liver disease or something. Okay, right? This guy came back and made a live stream about it, talking about how he cured somebody with stage 4 liver disease. He cured that person with a hug. This is just an example of what they do. This is why other practitioners, like you literally have a thread on TikTok, there are actual chiropractors warning people about, sorry, there are actual doctors, medical doctors warning people about chiropractors who lie that they are able to cure this and cure that and cure the other one. So they are actively warning people to be very careful, because that's a lie. That is a lie. Okay? You cannot come and tell me, because one time he was talking about how, he pretty much studied the same thing. No, you did not. You may have, it's just like somebody who said they studied biology in secondary school, in high school. You want to compare that. Or somebody wants to say they studied anatomy in high school. You want to compare that to the anatomy that you study while you are in medical school. No, it's not the same. Sorry. It's not the same. Medical students do not spend years to acquire knowledge, to acquire education, for them to be on the same level as you on your 5-year degree. It's really infuriating. Like I was saying, that's why you see actual medical doctors on TikTok warning people that the first sign that the chiropractor you must stay away from, the first sign is when they start telling you that they can treat this and treat that, they are gynecologists, they can deliver babies. That is the first sign that no, this is a cuckoo chiropractor. Stay the heck away from this one. Because they can't. They're lying to you. They can't. But they need to feel important, because they feel like, the medical community don't necessarily take them seriously. And so they need to find a way to like make themselves seem important and make themselves seem as though they are more relevant than they actually are. And that's when you see them encouraging people who are going through serious medical issues, who should be seeing actual doctors, to come and see them. Again, if you're one of those people who watch chiropractor, follow him for his chiropractic content and not necessarily because of the drama, and you're not a part of the drama, I'm telling you, do not go to him for any kind of treatment. Do not take him seriously. Because based on the fact that I watch a lot of chiropractic content from real professionals, like experts, I will tell you that he's not doing any of those techniques the right way. He's going to injure somebody if care is not taken. If he continues along this line, he's going to injure someone. And you don't want that someone to be you. Because I have done comparison, I have compared and contrasted a lot of his technique with other chiropractors. It is my opinion based on my assessment that he's not doing the right things. So please, everybody, be smart. Again, this message is only for the people who are actually going there looking for real help. And you're not a part of the drama. You're not trying to insert yourself. In his drama of always dragging his second ex-wife, then this advice is for you. For the rest of you who have embedded yourself, inserted yourself in his drama, please, by all means, go and see him. Please take his advice. Please follow his advice. Everything that he tells you to do, do it. Do it. 100%. Do everything that he wants you to do exactly the way he told you to do it. Okay? Good. So yeah, as for this YouTube business, mm, we've seen this man open so many YouTube. YouTube is not Facebook. Oh. Hmm. YouTube is not Facebook. Okay. Hmm. So yeah, on YouTube, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. Okay, all this one that you're doing, your that you're doing is not gonna work over there. Oh. Anyway, Sha, he will soon run. He will soon run like the other times that he tried to like do content and then he couldn't cut it. He couldn't make it happen. And so he ran away. He will run as well from this latest channel. So on the YouTube, he posted, my oldest daughter, June, wanted to do a backpack. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Okay. So on YouTube, he posted, my oldest daughter, June, wanted to do a backpack challenge she saw on YouTube. And my youngest was too stubborn not to work. Like he be lying on these kids. That's another thing. He's always lying on the kids. Why are you always lying? Why are you always lying on the kids? He's always lying. Every time, instead of him to just say, oh, we saw this backpack challenge that we wanted to do, he always claims it's the kids. That tells you, right, that he himself, he knows that what he's doing is stupid. He knows that what he's doing is like really, really wild and weird. And he can't even explain to his minions and anybody who really have any good faith reason to ask for explanation. He cannot explain to them. And so in the absence of having an explanation, he will do those things, but then claim that it was the girls who wanted those things done. Every time he always claims, oh, it's the girls, it's the girls, it's the girls. It's so laughable. Me, I already know that this is going to flop, but I'm going to be monitoring. No, you guys don't need to come. You guys don't need to watch. If there is anything, I will come and tell you guys myself. Don't watch his Kinikon nonsense. He's gonna run away from this idea like he does with everything else. Mark my words. He's gonna run away from it. If you want to do content, just say you're not a content creator. Why are you lying? Why are you lying that, oh, after receiving numerous requests, who are the people that are asking you? Who are the people making this request for you to go and join the red app? Who are the people making this request? Why? They've not seen enough of you on Facebook. That's how you know it doesn't make any sense. He does things and then claim that, oh, it's people that are telling me to do it. After numerous. The requests were so numerous. He said he has combated the false narrative. Like, that will never not be funny to me. He has combated the false narrative. Yeah, because you do not want to be held accountable. Okay. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'm glad that I finally did this. These are content I've been meaning to like do. I wanted to do it tomorrow, but I realized that I have to go somewhere tomorrow. So I thought, why not just do it now? Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat and the super stick and for the stars. Thank you guys so much. Please like this video and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.